All right, so here's the moment of truth. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to see if there's any leaks, and I'm going to see if the water is coming out the other end. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Growing with the Lilies, where we are growing our dream gardens one plant at a time. If you're new here, my name is Alexis, and I am a work-from-home mom, and I am on a journey to transform my property into my dream garden spaces. So today we are doing something that's not pretty. It's not fun, but it has to get done. Today I am taking on the challenge of installing drip irrigation in my front yard. We are in the process of getting a 15 by 30 in-ground pool installed. And so with that installation, we were forced to move a lot of plants around in preparation for the pool. So we have decided that we are going to be moving majority of these plants to the front yard. I also want to get started with just adding some more annuals and some more hardy perennials in the front yard landscape to give it more pop and to give it more of a polished look. But, and it's a very big but, we cannot do anything yet as far as planting because we don't have any active irrigation. And so what I have found over the past month or so is while I have all the best intentions with going out and hand watering all of my plants, a lot of times it just simply is not getting done. Part of it is because it's hot. Part of it is because I'm a work from home mom and we also are homeschooling family. And so sometimes it's just not, it doesn't make it. It doesn't make the cut. And that does not mean that my plant should have to suffer. So before we plant a single plant, okay, we need to get some irrigation out there. In a moment, I'm going to be showing you guys how I went out and I basically just evaluated the current pipes and the current main irrigation valve system. I think I can do it so much that I am currently in front of Home Depot and I'm going to get all the material to replace it. Now, I do have just a little bit of experience doing this. I did replace the irrigation at my old property, and everything seemed to go off without a hitch. Now, we are going to see if I have that same luck today on this new property. I'm a little intimidated by this. However, I'm willing to take my shot because the quotes that we got, it's just not in the budget right now. So I figured, why not just give it a try and see where we land? You know, it's really nothing to lose. I already don't have any water, automatic water going out there right now. So worst comes to worst, I can just not turn it on. So let's go get the materials and let's get back to the house so we can see if we can get this done today. And I have a little helper out here today. I don't know how much he's going to help, but I can't get rid of him. So this is the main irrigation control valve. So I do believe that this controls everything that was already up here existing and also in the back of the property. So my main priority right now is this section up here because I really want to landscape this. I really want to give this some more color. I want to add some annuals, hopefully as a border, and really move a lot of the plants that we've already taken out and need to relocate. So as you can see, there is no current irrigation here. There's nothing. It's just dirt. And as you can see, it's pretty long. It goes all the way there to there. I would say maybe 150 feet, maybe a little bit shorter than that. But whatever it is, we definitely need to get some automatic water coming out here because I just feel like it's very challenging to get out here every morning before the kids get up or before the sun comes out at this point in time of the season and making sure that each plant is getting water. So we're going to start by taking this off and seeing what we have in here. One thing that I have learned is that you need to have some gloves on. I opened this thing up one time and there was a big old black widow. That's a snail. or a slug shell. So we're just going to put on some gloves. We're going to lift it up, and I'm going to see which one of these valves I can basically cut, replace. I see it. I think it's a snail shell. Cut, replace, and run over to the front. All right, so really right now it's just trying to get all this dirt from around it, because if I am able to repair it, I'm going to have to clear some space to cut the pipes. And you need space. You don't want to be doing it with dirt and mud all in the way. So just trying to figure out which one of these this connects to, and I can probably replace it, put on the timer, and do it, run the drip. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn the water back on, and I'm going to see when I turn this on what this is connected to. And if I'm correct, I believe there was drip running into that ditch, which we don't need. Not drip, water. There was some type of water sprinklers or something that was running into the ditch, and we don't need that. So this would actually be the perfect candidate for me to cut and to now run to the front. So fingers crossed that this is actually the one that is connected to the ditch. And then from there, I'll be able to buy the automatic valve that's battery operated. So I don't have to worry about running it to a timer into the garage, because we don't have it. We can't find it. And it should be as simple as connecting the black drip hose to this new piece. Because I forgot that when I'm using this battery operated timer or valve, I actually don't need both pieces of PVC because we're running the drip. So we're going to need a cap. So we're going to have to go back and get a cap for that. So we can't turn the water on until that's capped. But I think we're still good, because all I'm going to do is take this off and see. Take that off. Here. I'm gonna thread this. All right, starting over. My Braxy, go call daddy. Call daddy. And punching the holes and getting some plants out there. So let's see which one this is connected to. First, we got to get this on. Okay, we got that on. First one, you can see the bubbler is coming. Well, it's a broken sprinkler head, but that's controlling the palm trees. So let's turn that off. Let's turn it off. We're gonna do the second one. See what we can find where this is controlling. Let me see. This one, I don't know what that one is controlling, because I can't see anywhere down there where it's getting water. So I'm just looking for any signs of water. I don't see anything there. Wondering if this is to the backyard somewhere. Okay, so we'll turn this off, and we're really just troubleshooting, you guys. It's trial and error. I'm not an irrigation specialist. I'm just trying to get it done. Let's turn it off. All right, let's try this one. Where is this going to? Let's go over here and see. Ah, okay. So you can see water coming here. So this means, oh, all right. So this was the second one. This is the one we just did. So this is probably the one I was saying that I'm going to cut. Yep, we're gonna cut this line and we're gonna run it back. So there's obviously a busted sprinkler head here, which is not good because this is where we just recently added dirt to fill in the ditch. So yeah, we're gonna cut that one, and that will basically cut all the access to these plants here. But now that I think about it, I'm wondering if it would be smart to leave that because we are eventually going to be putting grass in that area. And I'm wondering how that would work in the future to cut that line. And then we would be stuck with the challenge of having to get irrigation to the grass. So, let's see here. So we'll mark that. And this does have a little leak. So it needs to be replaced anyways, which is probably another reason why I'm leaning towards just taking this one and replacing this. Let's turn this off. And let's see what this last one is connected to. All right, last one is connected to the water fountain area. So we are going to be leaving this because I'm also going to be planning this up at some point. I'm just trying to figure out how, as a gardener, they do this. Like, how do they get underneath the cement? Like, how do they break the cement? How does it work? Did they do it before? How does it work? Like, I can't go under the cement. I don't know. So I think for right now, you guys, I'm going to pull from this one because it's the most accessible. It's on the far right. I could have done the middle one, but this one would have posed a lot more of a challenge because it's in between. This one's easy. We don't necessarily need the irrigation going to where it was existing. At this point, I just got to figure out what size pipes and get started.
Nice.
Anything in there?
So yeah. And then there's another valve on that side.
So this is the one to shut off, right?
You can shut off either one.
Oh.
I need to should have brought some pipes or something, yeah. Yeah, because I don't think anybody's been in there for ages.
Did you cut yourself?
No.
Oh.
At least a whole bunch of black widows.
Okay. Yes, I hope it's enough. Okay, I'm gonna start gluing it down, okay? Cut that down. How about the next time we have to do some pipes? Pipes? You can help me. All right, so here's the moment of truth. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna see if there's any leaks, and I'm gonna see if the water is coming out the other end. Let's turn on the main valve and see if we have water. We have water. I did it. That's it. We can start planting out here now. All right, you guys. So what started off as a simple irrigation installation quickly turned into getting some plants into the ground in the front yard landscape. I'm super excited about this. This has been on my to-do list, and finally I think my husband caved. So right now he is actually still up front putting in some roses in the bougainvillea and a couple of the other plants that we already had existing here. So the bougainvillea and the roses are new, but we're going to be mingling them in with the existing plants that we have here. That is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you also could just relate to a realistic DIY. It's not perfect. It's definitely trial and error. We definitely had some ups and downs. The pipe definitely bust. And we learned very quickly that we need to at least wait 1 hour before actually turning that main water system back on, because it was not ready. So we are going to end it here, and hopefully the next time I see you, we can show you what the front yard is looking like. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.